because I think Almirola would have done it. I think Kurt Busch would have done it. I know Kyle Busch would have done it. Harvick probably would have done it. A lot of the guys that are in that top 8 would have done the same stinking thing. So that's why and I'm not a Logano fan. I'm not defending Logano. I just think a lot of the guys in that same situation would have done the same thing because he didn't punt him. He didn't wreck him. And I know what you're saying. Finishing at that point for Truex, finishing second is the same as finishing 10th because you didn't get the win and you didn't punch your ticket to Homestead. But I think it's more like you said that Logano took something from Truex. I look at that as like, to me, it's more analogous to a quarterback is in the final drive and he's got 30 seconds to score a touchdown and the defender sacks him and makes him fumble the ball and then they lose. So that defender took something from the quarterback. The quarterback didn't win the game then, the other team did, but he did it within the boundaries of the rules. I think what Joey did was take something from Truex Jr., but he did it within the boundaries of the rules. It just sucks that Truex didn't race him the same way. If I understand you correctly, your main thing is Truex raced him clean, and now Joey, your other point is that Joey has to watch his back come Homestead time, and I think both those things are true. I think they can be true and that what Joey did was fine.
Yeah, Joey might have, a better analogy might have been Joey took a headshot, gave Truex a concussion, knocked him out of the game. You just better hope that Truex isn't his Achilles heel at Homestead, and I think that's really what we'll see, what side of this was really right, because if he goes there and he doesn't win it or Truex ruins his day because of something he did, I think these drivers have to look at that. And honestly, Eric, I really think that's why Truex raced him so clean, was because he's seen history that says if I go in here and I move the 22 and I do that to him and I take this from him, he's going to take something from me. It doesn't necessarily have to be an eye for an eye. That's not how these guys think. It's he took something from me, I will take something from him, and it's probably going to be in a worse manner than he did it to me. I think that was Truex's mindset when he got by. He probably thought, okay, I raced Joey extremely clean. I've got this. He's not going to do me dirty. Maybe he'll make a little bit of contact, but we win it. If you watch the replay, the 22 makes contact with the 78 3 different times before he finally knocks him out of the groove. I think that's what has Truex so frustrated. And I think that team, Eric, I just don't think they really have anything to lose when they go to Miami, where Joey's in a long-term situation with Penske. We've seen Penske, those are the guys in the crisp white starch shirts. That's how they handle things. I don't know. I just wouldn't want to be in Joey's position going to Homestead trying to win a championship. I mean, I don't think Tom Brady would want to be out there with a bounty on his head. We've seen the NFL. They don't really like that type of language, and I feel like that's the position Joey's going to be in a couple weeks at Homestead.
Yeah, Justin, I mean, for the record, I think you're absolutely right. I think we could be talking in 3 weeks where Joey Logano is sitting there with a wrecked race car and Martin Truex Jr. is lifting the trophy, because I think he still will get to the Final Four. I really believe that. And if he does, I mean, heck, if they're both in the Final Four, that could be interesting because Truex could end up taking him out and then only have 2 guys to deal with remaining for that race to win the championship. So who knows? Maybe in 3 weeks, you'll be saying, hey, Eric, I told you so. This is what's going to happen. But I actually think that's cool. I think it's part of the drama of the sport. I like that we're disagreeing on it. I like that we can debate it. You definitely came correct with the topics this week. A lot to talk about in the world of sports. We appreciate you listening to Talk Back. Like we said at the beginning of the show, if you do like the podcast and you listen every week, it would really help us out to go over to iTunes, give us a 5-star review. It helps boost us in the rankings. That's going to be it for this edition. It's episode 223. We'll hit you up next week with all the hottest topics in sports. Thank you for listening to this episode of Talk Back. Staying current on sports is our #1 goal, so we drop a new episode each Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or the podcatcher of your choice. For more info about the show, to meet the hosts, or to partner with us on future episodes, please visit TalkBackFanTalk.com. We really enjoy hearing your take on the world of sports, even when you disagree. After all, this show is dedicated to you, the fans. So get direct access to us on Twitter using @TalkBackJustin and @TalkBackEric. Check out our corporate feed on Twitter and Instagram using the handle @TalkBackFanTalk. We hope you have a great week. We'll talk back at you next time.